I'm Dr. Heather Pranzarone Stratton at HPS Advanced Dental Care. When I was very young, probably about 6 years old or so, I had a family dentist I was a very introverted child, so whenever we would go to the dentist, I would always really look forward to it because he was very welcoming and made me feel like part of his family. I had a lot of dental issues as a kid, and it was actually, even though I might have been a little bit nervous going to the dentist, every time I left I felt very happy and positive and smiling, and my teeth looked a lot better after I left his office. So at a very young age, starting about the age of 6, I told my mom and my dad that this is what I want to do. I want to help people like he's helped me, and I've never wavered from that course. I've always wanted to have people come into my office and have them feel like they're having an experience like I had as a child. And even into my teenage years, I started working at that office to really see the inner workings of how the office worked. And he's inspired me to be a dentist, and so I hope to do the same with my patients. When probably about 12 years ago now, we had a family member who had some blood work done that was not explainable as to why the results came back the way they did. So I started investigating other ways of how to potentially treat not only my patients but this family member. So it kind of opened my eyes to another world of, wow, this holistic world is out there and it's very interesting. So I started researching different things about holistics. I feel that a lot of our patients that are holistically based have found that some traditional medicine cures and treatments can't treat what may be ailing them. And so they look into alternate sources to help them to get treated. And that's what we did here at this office. I started looking at what are we doing here at this office and how are we treating our patients to allow them to, it's first do no harm, obviously. And so we don't want to, of course, do any harm to our patients, nor does anybody else. But I really started diving into what are the dental materials we're using? What are the different materials that we have in the office? For example, a lot of our patients have a lot of different allergies, including myself, to a lot of different materials and things. And so what we really strive to do is find what we can do and treat the whole person. We always say we do holistic dentistry that starts with a W, meaning holistic, treating the whole person. We want to know and we want to help our patients that we're not going to be doing anything to them or putting anything in their mouths that are going to be affecting their entire bodies. So one example is we're a latex-free office. I myself have a latex allergy, and so do many of our patients. And so clearly, is latex bad? No, but it might be for some people. So because of that, we've decided to make the whole office latex-free, so that way there's no reaction there. There's another example, such as fluoride. Some people can't use fluoride, or they've been told by their physician that they're not supposed to use fluoride. So because of that, a lot of our patients are going to come in. We're going to sit down with you. We're going to talk to you. We're going to find out what's good for you. What might be good for you may not be good for somebody else or vice versa. And so we want to sit down, get to know you, treat you as a whole person, not just look at your teeth and treat your teeth and send you out the door. So to me, holistics has opened a whole world of different treatments and help that we can help our patients do, and it's very rewarding for me to do that. This may sound corny, being a dentist, but the most rewarding thing of what I do is having my patients leave with a smile on their face. It's been really amazing over the years. When I first got out of dental school, I really concentrated on cosmetic dentistry, and cosmetics is very rewarding to begin with. People come in, they may want a nicer smile, a whiter teeth, some veneers, some Invisalign, something cosmetically to improve their smile. And I always found that very, very rewarding because people would be leaving and smiling and super happy. But now that we've transitioned, we still do a lot of cosmetic dentistry, but we've also got a holistic slant to that. So now with the holistics, people are leaving and they're smiling, and their teeth look great, but they're also very happy because they feel like they are healthier. They feel like they've been treated in a way that's individualized to them. They feel like they've gotten a treatment plan that's specifically for them. And so the most rewarding thing is really getting to know my patients as a family, because that is one thing that we do pride ourselves on as well. Every person that walks in this door is their own individual. They're like a member of our family, and when they leave, they're happy. And lots of times I get lots of hugs throughout the day, and that really makes my job rewarding. So it is very important, I feel like, and I've touched on this already, about listening to your patients. Everybody comes in with their own story. Maybe it's a story about some anxieties that they have, that they come in with, that they had a bad past dental experience, and they just need to talk to me or our hygienist or our assistants, anybody on our team about, listen, I had this really bad experience and I don't want this repeated. Or sometimes it's, I have these things going on with my health and I need some help. I need somebody to listen to me and understand where I'm coming from. And sometimes people just come in and they're having a rotten day and they just need somebody to talk to. And it's really great because when we sit down and we listen to our patients and we understand what's most important to them, and what it is that they need and what it is that they want, I really do feel like they feel that they're being heard, and they are. We do listen to all of our patients on a very regular basis. I win the trust of my patients by treating them how I would like to be treated. I've been to a lot of physicians' offices over the years. My son became ill when he was 2, and we were in and out of doctors' offices a lot. And one of the things I've learned, people need to trust that you have their best interest in mind. They need to know that I'm listening to fully understand what they're saying. I'm not listening to make a response, I'm listening to understand. And that is something that is extremely important, and that's how I want to be treated when I go into a physician's office or a dentist's office or anything. I want to make sure somebody's understanding my unique situation. And like I say, we see many patients every day, and everybody has their own situation. It's rare to find 2 people who have exactly the same situation. I don't think it exists. We have a lot of parents bringing their children into the office, and even, amongst their children, they all are different, obviously. And so we just have to make sure that we're listening to understand. And by that, I think people ask me all the time, what would you do if this was you? Or what would you do if this was your family member or your child? And I'll tell them, I give them an honest response. So I think how the patients become to trust me and my team is they understand we're treating them exactly like we would be treating their own family or our own children, because that's what they deserve to have. Well, I think there's a lot of unique things about us at HPS Advanced Dental Care. Probably the one that is noted upon the most is the atmosphere of the office. As you can probably see next to me, we have a essential oil diffuser. We try to make the office as calming and as soothing to our patients as we can. Nobody wants to be here. I hate to say that, but when patients first come in as new patients, they walk in, and usually one of the first things people say is, I don't want to be here. And I said, I get it, but by the end of this appointment, I think you'll be at least happy that you are here. And so the atmosphere, we like to laugh. We actually have a saying here at the office that it's always 72 and sunny at HPS Advanced Dental Care, and we really do go by that. There's a lot of laughter in the office. There's joking. I always like to tell my really awful jokes that I don't know if people think are funny or not, but we try. And so the idea is that since I wanted to be a dentist since I was 6, I've only ever worked in dentistry. I've worked in dental offices since I was 15 years old. And without revealing my current age, it's been quite many of years. So what I've seen is how different offices interact with patients and everything else. And I am proud to say that I do think we are a very welcoming team, and our patients, which is really cool, have usually almost always say as they're leaving, wow, I've never had a dental experience like this before. Everybody listened to me, they were friendly, it was actually fun. And I really appreciate this experience and the overall atmosphere of the office. So that makes me feel really good. And then we have the whole holistic side of things as well. So we're listening to our patients. We're trying to help them get to better health. And so that can be in all different forms. And sometimes, you know, what we do with our patients is sometimes people just need somebody to listen to them, or a shoulder to cry on, or a hug. And so sometimes those things are ways that our atmosphere can be improved. Sometimes people need, hey, I need a referral here or there, or this is, I have some further questions about these things. And so we try our best to help patients with that as well. So the atmosphere is one of caring and a little bit of fun, but professionalism, and just overall, we're just trying to help our patients get to the health that they're looking for. So it's a fun place to work, and I think the patients really, really do enjoy it. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that sets us apart, besides the holistics. Well, I don't have a ton of free time outside the office with spending time with my family, which is my ultimate thing that I love to do. But in my free time, I do like to garden. That's kind of my thing that just, obviously in the winter we don't get to do too much, but that is one of my big joys. And yoga and reading. I love to read about all different things, and so those are my hobbies. Thank you for watching this video today. I'm Dr. Heather Pranzarone Stratton at HPS Advanced Dental Care. You can reach us at 248-652-0024, where we're changing smiles, shaping lives, every patient, every day.